Welcome back to another episode of Thought OPPS. The lighting in here is amazing tonight. I don't know what Eric did. He just kind of.
That's because I'm here.
No, because he hears.
Hey, I spilled some water right here, so don't think I peed on myself or anything. I spilled some water before the show.
Okay, well, YouTube. I don't know how YouTube feel about using the word pee, but pee is a letter, so I don't know. But yeah, so. Tonight, I'm one of your hosts, Still Biz. My name will be across the top. This is
EJ Briz. My name will be. Where you gonna put my name?
I'm gonna put your name across the top. I'm in a good mood today, so his name will be across the top. So, welcome to another episode. We are episode what?
This is a milestone. Episode 20.
Episode 20. We don't have a guest today,
20.
Unfortunately. Yeah, we don't have a guest, but we have been doing this for a while.
You got us.
And you got us, and we have thoughts, and we have opportunities, and we have oppositions too. So things that we can oppose with each other, and we got a lot of different topics to talk about. Now, my week was weird. Like I had a weird week. Just my week was weird. It's just like it's a week of discovery because I'll be discovering how people really are, and it's good. But it's not because I don't really trust people anyway. So it's not like I'm like, oh my god, I didn't think. I just expect anything out of people. How was your week?
My week was blessed. I always want to say that.
Your week was blessed.
Yeah, it was cool. Cool. My week was. School starting. For all y'all know, I work for a school district, so it's kind of hectic, crazy nowadays. Till school start next week. Still recovering from my car accident. Still walking like an old man. But did anything happen? I don't think anything happened that was.
It's kind of like I had stuff happen this week, but when stuff happen, they just go. Past my mind, It's like, okay, that happened. It's not like I don't have anything going on. It's just that stuff, day-to-day stuff happen, and then I forget about it.
I live a boring life, so like if somebody's gonna do like a biography, that's what they call a biography of my life. If you wrote it's an autobiography. If they wrote it's a biography. Well, if I was to do an autobiography or somebody's going to do a biography of my life, it'll probably just say boring.
It'd be like one page.
Yeah, that's it. It'd be like boring, son, boring.
Okay, whatever. So the topics that we're gonna be talking about this week, as far as like pop culture and what's going on in celebrity life and things like that, is KeKe Palmer and Usher. We're gonna be talking about Tyler Perry and BET, the falseness of that. T.I.'s son, because he's been trending on all social media. I pray for him and the whole family. And we're going to talk about Trump being indicted on these RICO charges.
No RICO.
Yeah, so right now is a portion of the show where I discuss books. I am finally finished with this book.
Thank you.
White Trash. I actually put up a review on Instagram and on Facebook, and I actually did like every book that I read, I write out I always do that.
I've seen it, but I was like,
you scroll past, because every book I read, I actually do that. Because there are people that like to be informed.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the fact that I'm just tired of seeing that book cover. That's all, man.
Yeah, so this book was great. This book is about the 400-year untold story of classes of class in America, and it just talks about. I don't know. It got to the point where it started talking about.
It's been 400 years of class.
400-year untold story, untold history of class in America.
400.
Yeah, America's been around for a long time.
Really?
But they're talking about the building of class in America and how like different people came from different places and different people were indentured servants and were slaves themselves, and they were like living in the mountains and things like that. And a lot of people didn't want to actually follow by the monetary system that they have in America. That people live in the hills and things like that. Mm-hmm. But they
was on the barter system.
Somewhat.
I got that from Baby Boy.
Yeah. So, but the book is really great. They talk about like people use it just like we use like hip hop culture. Some people that is not even part of hip hop culture, even just because they're black, they use that as a monetary way to look like they have been through some type of struggle. There have been presidents that have done that. There have been entertainers that have done that. Try to use this idea to make people look at them like, oh, you've struggled, so you understand the people more. But this was a really good book. I'm glad I am done with this book. I am now reading, that was loud, yes. I am now reading The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett.
Hold on. So why did you pick that book? Because when you put their books up on
you don't read, so why would I listen to what you want me to
You
read?
asked the question.
I asked everybody.
Hey, look,
I asked everybody but you. But,
no, you asked the question. You said, and I said black cake.
Like he thought it was something else. He thought it was a book about Megan Thee Stallion.
So like with that black cake.
It ain't black. Yeah, he like, oh, that's a book.
But are you gonna read it?
I'm gonna eventually read, but I heard it's really not that good. But from like 2 or 3 people. But I mean, everybody have their own idea of what they like as far as books is concerned. Because this is a fictional book. I already started reading. This book is a lot about colorism. It's like this starts off with like a small town where everybody's light skinned in America. It reminds me of everybody's light skinned. I mean, you know, like Creole towns and things like that, or towns where the town that they live at is like people.
I thought you said times. Did you say town?
Town. A lot of race mixing. I mean, there's like if you go to Jamaica, you go to St. Elizabeth. A lot of them people light skinned. A lot of people are biracial. So, but this is
Jamaica.
This is well, that's where I'm from. But this is a really good book so far. So I'm gonna finish it. It's a fiction book is real easier to read. Like I could the nonfiction that takes me a long time. Yeah, but fiction books is like.
Well, I'm glad they keep me entertained.
Yeah, it's keeping my knowledge sharp. It's keeping me sharp and keeping me knowing and keeping me Go ahead, say something smart.
mentally youthful.
Yeah, mentally youthful. Or somebody told me the other day that people that read a lot are scatterbrains. This was from somebody that don't read. So he was like, "Yeah, I think people that read a lot are scatterbrains because they have too much information in their head. It's like they didn't have anything else to say. It wasn't nobody that was like credible to even give that idea, but." I feel like people just be saying stuff just to be saying stuff. Like, do you think that people that read a lot are scared?
No, honestly, I wish I could.
Cause I hate.
I think I'm about to start reading. I wish I need to start reading more and everything. It's just like I have a short attention span, so
you have ADHD.
I don't want to self
diagnose
myself. So, but you know how
that was so redundant. What you just said. I don't want to self-diagnose myself. That was very redundant. So I don't want to diagnose myself. That's all you have to say.
Why you gotta correct me?
Because that's the problem. You don't read, so you don't have like a good idea on how to use words. But go ahead.
Man, I'm gonna start listening to audio books, man.
Well, the thing about it is they have done research on audiobooks, and you gather the information the same way as listening to books as far as reading books. There's nothing wrong with audiobooks.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna start doing
People,
that.
if you want to listen to audiobooks, listen to audiobooks because you get the information the same way. Don't let somebody tell you because they read, they know more. Audiobooks were to say, I just like to read. I just like the idea of sitting in a book and indulging in that book, and I can get back to that part that I want to get back to. I don't have to have like the book playing. But yeah, if you want to do audiobooks is great.
You gonna suggest some audiobook sites for me or something?
I don't do audiobooks, so. But
you read though.
I read, but I have never ever listened to a book.
So when you read a book, a commercial don't scroll past or ad.
What do you mean?
It's a joke.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That joke was terrible. Yeah. I don't know.
Man.
Well, you could go to Kindle. Like if you have an iPad, you could get like Kindle books.
I'll look into it.
No, Kindle books is to the iPad. I'm trying to think. Like audiobooks, like
I'll figure it out, man. I don't need your help.
Whatever. So
you suck.
Yeah, that book was great. Reading another book. Normally, this is a part of the show where we have a guest, but we don't have a guest. So this is our guest, the wonderful plant.
What's the plant's name?
The plant name is Deciphus. I just made that up.
Deciphus, weird.
Because it's Deciphus.
Is that like a Jamaican name?
Jamaica's got like crazy names.
Please don't kill me, y'all.
He said Jamaicans be having like, that sound like that could be a disciples, come in here. Yeah, that sound like that could be a disciples. Where my son disciples?
Hey man, don't be naming your kids disciples.
Yeah, that's kind of
that's like a disease, kind of.
Yeah, that does.
You're like, man, you got the disciples.
Yeah, that don't sound right. But yeah, we don't have a guest today, but we would.
Hey, y'all stuck with us, so.
Yeah, y'all stuck with us, and we're going to be talking about several different things. So right now, normally we have a guest interview, but right now we're going to take a break, and we coming right back. First topic, KeKe Palmer. KeKe Palmer and the Usher video.
What's he show is dragging? They show is
dragging it out and trying to make it seem like her baby daddy is the worst man ever. But I don't know the story. Like, this is the thing. I don't know the story between her and her baby daddy because guess what? I don't live with them. Yeah. So I don't know what type of baby daddy he is. I don't know what type. Because KeKe seemed like she just, out of nowhere, it's like some dude. Dead. KeKe's with some dude. And some, like, I don't know what he do for a living. I don't know if he is like a engineer or he work at IHOP. I don't know nothing.
I think his brother play on Insecure.
Okay,
I believe so.
What does he do?
I don't know.
He just insecure. He just insecure. So I know nothing about this dude. So, but as far as y'all gonna kill me, y'all gonna get mad. I feel like he's being disrespected, like because as far as her relationship that she have with somebody that she has a child with, because all he said was, "You're a mother," on the internet, and everybody went crazy because when I was reading some of the comments to see what some people were saying, certain people were saying things like they sound very capitalist in the sense of, well, KeKe has the money, so she could basically do what she want to do.
And I think a lot of people was agreeing with what went on because it's KeKe Palmer.
If
it was somebody that the public didn't like, say it was like, I hate to use your girl for example, Candace Owens or somebody like that, I think that it would be a whole different. It would be a whole different scenario.
Yeah,
but like I said,
quit calling her my girl. But anyway,
your cousin.
That's your best friend.
But like I say, every episode we live in a pick and choose society. So depending on who the person is that does this, people tend to change their views on how they feel about the situation.
And then I feel like Usher is the pettiest dude ever. Like Usher is like, he went from dancing with her to now he got her featured in the video boyfriend with. It's like,
man, I can't even talk about it because Usher, that's my dude, man.
Usher is cool, but
like,
Usher.
I'm biased now. See,
Usher,
I'm picking
because Usher like to throw stones and hide his hands. That's what Usher like to do. Like Usher be like, I ain't did nothing. You know what I'm saying?
But you can't really blame Usher because it's just.
But
like,
Usher knows
he not the one with her.
But
though.
Usher knows the situation is a situation.
Hey,
but he's still doing and playing, and then he got her in the video laughing. A lot of it looked corny to me. It looked corny and staged.
Now, I haven't seen the video, but I seen a clip of it. Was it her acting like? I think the way she explained it, like she was like, Usher, I wanted to be you growing up, and I admired you, and I always looked up to you. So was she acting as Usher in the video? Or?
I didn't see the video.
Yeah,
I just know that there is a big uproar behind it because of her relationship with her dude, and it has to do with Usher. And now all of a sudden she's doing a video with Usher. But I know that they have separated by this point.
He said he didn't. I seen it.
I saw. He said I didn't say that I separated. Yeah, well, if the woman said y'all separated, y'all separated.
She said that?
Well, I don't know if she said that, but. Yeah,
well, I'm gonna look at it like this. Like, I mean, I've never been a jealous type guy or whatever. So if it was me in that position, I probably wouldn't have said nothing publicly. I might have made a joke about it, in private. But I think he was in a catch-22 regardless, because if he said something, then he gets what's going on. He gets the backlash like he's getting now. If he didn't say anything, he was going to get backlash, and people talk about like, oh, look at your girl dance with another dude or whatever. So it's just the life of being a celebrity, or dating a celebrity, or having a child by a celebrity. Is just like sometimes you just catch strays or whatever.
Yeah, but I think what she's doing is really childish and immature and just but I feel like a lot of it is just entertainment, and a lot of it is, sometimes you got to really look at this stuff and be like, this stuff ain't even real, because it doesn't apply to my real life, and it doesn't apply to anybody's real life.
It all depends on what type of relationship they have too. I know, like, I I wouldn't have the. I mean, like if I was, I don't know.
Yeah, it's just making something because it's being very public now, and it's looking like it's looking like he's looking like a soft dude. You got anything else you want to say?
Yeah, I just don't like the way like people like how you said we live in a capitalist society and everything, and
it's like she got money, so she should be able to do it. Yeah. And it's like, and then
because if the roles was reversed,
it was. Or if she was like, if she ain't had no money and he was like the breadwinner, they'd be like, man, she dumb. Like, why would she even do that? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, it has nothing to do with respect. It has to do with money. Yeah. Like, nothing is about respect. It's about money. And then people love KeKe Shepherd. I said KeKe Shepherd. KeKe Palmer. People love KeKe Palmer. So they like, I said KeKe Shepherd. Like, this was what's that? Apollo. Showtime at the Apollo. But people love KeKe. KeKe, are you with me? Yeah, they love KeKe. So they like, yeah, we gonna side with KeKe.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it. That's all I got for KeKe.
Yeah, me too.
So I was under the impression that Tyler Perry had purchased BET, but from what I'm hearing, he owns 25% of the streaming site, the shows on the streaming site. Mm-hmm. So, we were celebrating. See, that's the thing, though. When you get your information from gossip sites like Shade Room, Baller Alert, the Neighborhood Talk, because that's where we depend most of our information to come from nowadays. Yeah. It's like we not going to CNN, we not going to Fox, we not going to.
And plus CNN and Fox ain't gonna pick nothing up
like that. Or there are different legitimate sources that you could actually get the real information from. Yeah. And I know people that actually were checking these sources and didn't see anything. But when we see it on the Shade Room, we like, oh yeah, free at last. We got BET back, and we got Black Man owning BET. But for I heard, Tyler Perry do not own BET. Mm-hmm. I heard he offered allegedly he offered $2 million, but they were asking
$2 million.
$2 billion, billion, but they were asking for $3 billion, and so that deal flopped and didn't go through. So
they could have chopped off that other $1 billion.
I know a lot of people be like, if it was somebody else, they would have gave. But I mean,
if he pulled all his programming off of BET, he won't.
I can't do.
Dude, it's like every time you turn on BET, they either showing, what is it, Meet the Browns, or what's the other one? With Uncle Curtis. I can't think of the name. House of Pain.
House of Pain, yeah.
So, or they showing a Tyler Perry movie. It's like, I've seen Medea's family reunion so many times.
I've never seen that
movie. Madea goes to jail. Madea goes to space.
They got Madea go to space?
No. Madea goes hunting.
Medea goes crazy.
Yeah, Medea. So he pulled off. I feel like if he was like, well, look, hey, if y'all not gonna sell it to me, let me pull my and plus all the other series, because he got Sisters and all the other. What's the other one with the people that's in the cult looking thing? I just see the commercials. That
I have never seen any.
And what's the other one with the president? Or
Scandal?
Oval Office.
Yeah.
So I feel like, hey, you don't want to sell it to me, let me pull my programming off and let me start my own.
Yeah, I have never. I'm like the worst Tyler Perry watcher because I have. But there are things about Tyler Perry that I've liked. Yeah. But as far as like seeing all his shows, because you already know that I'm not like the avid. I gotta watch shows because they're black.
Yeah, I'm not either.
Yeah, I watch like a lot of shows with us not in them. Too. Yeah, because I feel like if it's good writing, it's just good writing. And then if it's not good writing, and I just enjoy the show, I'll still watch it. I don't watch shows with you see what I watch? I watch shows on YouTube with Jamaican shows with the worst acting. No, the acting be good. The acting be good. Worst writing sometimes, and the writing be good. It'd be the camera work be terrible, and like I told y'all, I seen a Jamaican show where the girl was dead, and they picked the body up, and the body started laughing. Yeah.
I mean, like I watch Tubi. Y'all already know I watch Tubi. I don't even know what new episode. I know people watch. I don't have a Netflix account. because I think it's crazy how Netflix could just tell you who can use your Netflix and who can't. And pretty soon, they're gonna be telling you buy shoes. Like, hey, you can't sell your shoes to this person, or this person can't wear your shoes. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, man, like how I pay for an account?
I got Netflix. I love Netflix. I'm sorry,
man. I mean, we live in a capitalist society, but come on, man. Like, how am I paying for an account and you want to be overbearing and tell me who can't use my... Just because I got my 15 cousins and aunties.
You right. Like, I ain't gonna lie. When Netflix started, like, telling us, like, to get people off our account, I was like, look, Ma.
That's wild.
You gonna have to get your own Netflix. Yeah, my mom and my dad had to go. But
I might get it for a month and then just cancel it. Just
I feel like Netflix be worth it though. Like they always got new great shows.
See, but I'm not really a real big show watcher. I'm more like I like watching documentaries.
Great movies.
I like watching documentaries.
Great documentaries. Like, they have great everything. I just think that you like bootleg kind of look.
No, I like watching. It's crazy. I like watching documentaries like people like jail documentaries. I don't know why. Yeah. I watch a lot of jail documentaries. I watch most of the time I watch reruns and stuff. I watch Family Guy, Martin.
I watch Martin. So Tyler Perry did not purchase BET yet, but be on the lookout. Next topic is a very touchy, sensitive topic. Is T.I.'s son. Now T.I.'s son, what's his name again?
Man,
I just call him T.I.'s son.
Yeah, y'all know him.
Yeah, he just got his teeth done.
The wild one.
Yeah, the one that the thug, the hood son. So he just got his teeth done. This is how I feel about T.I.'s son, and I'm gonna like it's probably gonna upset people what I'm gonna say. So T.I.'s son,
he 18, right?
He's way over 18. Okay. He's like in his 20s, I think.
Okay, we're gonna make
sure. Because I made sure. Because I was like, I can't wait till he turned 18. So I said what I got to say. Because he is annoying. But T.I.'s son got his teeth done, right? Which he should be proud of. He got his teeth done. He probably paid like $40,000 for them teeth or more. You know what I'm saying? So he got like all teeth. They look big and donkeyish. Yeah. And they kind of look horse-like. But he got all his teeth done and they big. Yeah. And he had his doctor that did his teeth, and he proud of these big ass teeth that he got in his head. And he like, so he like, look at my teeth, y'all. People already hate him, right? Yeah. And a lot of people are in the comments talking about how aesthetically unpleasing his face is. Anyway, they've been doing that for years, so that probably bothers this young man. And they like really people come at him like, man, shut your little. So they always do that because like people always say he look funny or he look like a Muppet or like little stuff they say at the bottom, which people shouldn't say because that's mean. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But he got these big old teeth in his head and they look big and they look like they could bite like this thing off. So he's smiling with these big old teeth and he happy about his teeth though. And but look. But you know what? These gossip sites like Shade Room, the Neighborhood Talk, they see these big ass teeth and they see them and they're like, this gonna go crazy. So they showing these videos where he went live with these big old nasty donkey teeth, but they clean though. Because they do need to like.
Them look shining.
Yeah, they do. They go after a while. He gonna smoke enough weed and whatever, and it's gonna look real again. It's gonna and he's funny looking. Like he look like a Muppet with teeth. So a lot of people see this right, and they like he's not like he's. I was like they was making fun. Like they just need to leave him alone. But then he goes and start talking about how poor everybody is and how they can't.
Oh, did he?
Oh yeah, and how they can't afford this big gump mouth teeth, the big, and it's like no, people not doing that. People don't not like your teeth because they poor. Mm-hmm. They don't like your behavior that you've had in the past because a lot of times him and his dad, and I'm not trying to say anything bad about T.I. because I know T.I. got a lot of fans, but sometimes they have this way because rich people don't want to. I never see rich people constantly want to tell everybody how poor they are. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they constantly do. Like, but we're rich, so bad behavior should be what we are entitled to. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, it has nothing to do with money. So he always on. And then when I look at him and them big old teeth, he seemed very spectrumish. Mm-hmm. Like he seemed like his emotional state. Like he always trying to act like he from the hood. You not. You know what I'm saying? And his emotional state, like how he looks at stuff and look at life, it'd be like, to me, like a spectrum type of, like a thing where it's like everything ain't there. It's like something off, kind of. He like, oh yeah. And when he was arguing with whatchamacallit, Charleston White, and Charleston White was talking about T.I. ugly son, and was called him T.I. ugly. And he like, he just like always looked like slow, kind of like a Spectrum baby, like not AT&T but Spectrum. So it's kind of like, so he always looked like crazy and just looked delusional and just big. Now he looked big teeth. And his mother just said, Tiny just got on there and said, leave my baby alone. He like his teeth. He like, she right. If the man like his teeth, he like his teeth. But all day, I got to hear about T.I.'s son and these big donkey teeth.
Man,
like
who said it to you?
No, it's everywhere. I go to the shade room. I go to the neighborhood talk. And the first thing I see is, and then and I'm just looking like, I really hate you. And it's like, because it's like everything you've ever done has just been horrible to the black community, and you just make us look really bad. And then you just, it's like you're not. It's like, I understand he's young, but he's like moving to the direction of like, it's not an advancement to anything that he does. And his father, like everybody like T.I. is so smart. Is just so he's very well. I don't think T.I. really read. I think T.I. like he skims and he probably like he listens to certain things in books and then say he read and then try to sound like really super smart, because I know dudes that do that, but I don't think he's like well read. I don't think T.I. is a well read person. I saw his debate that he had with Candace Owens. She destroyed him, and it's like it was bad.
You just say that because you're a family member.
I don't like her, but she did a great job, and he got to the point where he just calling her out her name, and it was terrible. But the thing is, y'all need to leave that little big teeth boy alone. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I mean, I can't talk about the dude. I don't know what to say, because I mean, I feel like I'm pretty funny looking myself. So
I am too. I am too. But I ain't running around like.
I just think that's how we say. I just think that's just corny. I mean, what I think when rich people do that, when you're a public figure and put yourself out there, or you're famous, you know what I'm saying. Well, I mean,
he was on the show too. Yeah,
it's just, I just think you put yourself out there, so you're gonna be criticized. And honestly, with those veneers, I've seen everybody that didn't have veneers get talked about. Like I have never really seen anybody that haven't got veneers where people haven't cracked jokes on them or whatever.
But after a while you get used to it.
Yeah. But I just think that's kind of like, I just think that's corny when, like, you know, people with money always want to talk about people broke, because you're talking to the masses. You don't know just because you don't see people on TV and you know, you don't know who has money and who don't. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that's real corny. Like when people are like,
but he's a young kid.
Yeah, but you don't know
he's young.
I mean, you don't know what's in people's bank accounts and everything. Count people's pockets or whatever. But I mean, I feel like, because back in the day when we grew up like, you know, roasting each other. Yeah. So we could find jokes quick, you know. So it wasn't always pertaining to money or whatever. But I mean, I don't know, dude. Yeah, be happy with it, man.
Yeah. So them teeth is big as hell. And
one joke I did see though, and I was trying to file on dude. But somebody looked at the comment, they said if he took a bite out of crime, we would never have crime. We would have no more crime.
But them teeth is big, dude. They look, but they don't look bad. It's just that it's him, and he's just annoying. Like, he's a very annoying young man. Like they should have whooped his. Never mind. But he's like
I mean, we all know a few.
Yeah, he's a very annoying young man. But them teeth. Them big old teeth.
Stay shining, brother.
Yeah, stay shining. Keep your head up, and I don't know, polish them teeth up. Trump being indicted on RICO charges.
RICO?
Yeah, so Trump is being indicted on RICO charges. It's the same. What's her name? Yeah,
down there, like Georgia.
Yeah, is she the same person that got
You need to start doing your homework, man.
I did, but something else.
Man, we ain't gotta say no names. Y'all follow all this stuff. Y'all.
Yeah, somebody, this same person that what's his name?
Was it
Young Thug.
Was it Kanye's publicist, and wasn't she charged as well? I know he was charged with a whole bunch of people. I think.
Yeah. So Trump has been indicted, and he's still talking about running for president. And Trump has a very strong following, strong supporters. Like Trump supporters is like, I'd be like, man, they like. I wish they was Thought OPPS fans. Yeah. The way they be like, they will give a lung and a kidney for Trump. Trump supporters, they go hard for the man. What? Like I was talking to somebody the other day. I was talking to somebody in my family the other day. I ain't gonna say, they was like, I wonder why people are so like in love with the idea of him being or so like in love with the idea of him being who he is. Like they love him so much
because he was able to say whatever he wants to get away with it and become president, and they hide behind that. It's like, hey, they love
we have this worship gene inside of us. So a lot of people worship Trump and they love him, and he's been arrested and indicted and RICO charges. Trump is a thug.
I mean, I don't want y'all to think that just because we talking about Trump, I'm a Democrat and Biden. I don't really care about none of these people, because honestly, none of these, they really not for us anyway. So I don't want you to.
Who is us?
Well, for me.
Okay. All right. You about to get to a real strong political conversation.
I don't want to talk about politics.
Yeah, and I really don't feel like doing it.
And I vote all the time, and I'm thinking about not voting. That's how bad it has become.
Are you serious?
That's how bad it's become. I mean, it's just like, what options? I mean, like, it sucks. Honestly, it just sucks.
Yeah, it is it's very different.
Yeah, but when it comes to Trump, man, this dude got all tight. He got a rap sheet about as long as this table. Until I see him, a mugshot of him behind some bars, man, I want to see. I mean, I don't believe it until he go to jail.
Yeah, so it's
he been getting indicted every month.
Yeah. Yeah, Trump is like,
he's still running around.
Tupac. Yeah. They said I can't get in because I'm dressed like a thug until I die. Yeah, Trump is just he a thug out here. But yeah, he been indicted and he about to. I don't know what's about to go down. But
I mean, one thing I don't like about. I mean, it's a lot of things I don't like about Trump, but it's just, what turns me off about him is like and you see it out here on the street. He's a fake tough guy. Like, he talk the talk and act like he tough, but. You know, somebody was to run up on him like when he was doing that, when he was at that rally and he thought somebody was behind him. He was like,
yeah.
Like, man, them the type of people they used to smack back in the day, smack a snot sandwich about their head.
He was like, he told him to kill that man though. Oh, yeah, Trump was like, kill that man. And you know, Trump supporters, I'll be watching them online. They go in like, it's like that's their daddy. It's like when you ever seen, like, especially a black Trump supporter be like the craziest. Like, what's his name? Dude named Terrence. His name is Terrence Williams, and he be like that. When he be talking, because he talking.
Terrence Glade?
No, not Terrence Glade. His name is Terrence. His name is Terrence Williams. Look him up. He like the way he be talking. He like he country as heck, and he sound like he got like a little sweet voice. And he like, oh, y'all don't be talking about that. It's my president. And he like, we got a lisp to it. It be like, man, he be going. He had this one video he was cussing up a storm like, F y'all that is my day, and they trying to send this man to jail. Yeah, Trump supporters, they worship him, man. Yeah. Got anything else about Trump?
Nope.
All right. Okay, beautiful part of the show, the weekly topics. So
that's not the week. It's the feature topic.
The feature.
We just did the weekly topics.
That's the feature topics. Okay.
Man, you been the 20th show.
Okay, the feature topics. Get the thing.
I got everything.
Yeah.
I got everything prepared.
You remember last time you couldn't remember what they were. The
got
topics.
Prepared right here.
Okay,
sir.
So we gonna do the weekly topics. And we
got the Super Bowl.
Who gonna pick him?
Me, of course.
Okay, go ahead.
No, hold on. You want me to pick them?
It don't matter.
What you want to do? Because I don't want, because if there's a topic, you picked it. So, topic number 1. Is it easy for you to forgive?
Y'all don't know what's going on in people's life right now.
Please don't. I hope we don't pick that topic. Topic number 2. Are we obligated to have a relationship with family?
Here we go again.
And you picked, for the record, he picked all these topics. And the third topic, which is number 4 on here, but it's the third topic. Okay. What are the main issues for black people to fight for, and are they issues to fight for?
And are there issues to fight for?
Whatever.
Go ahead.
So what topic are you looking most interested in?
Whatever topic, I guess I gotta talk about whatever topic that comes up. It don't matter. It don't matter. Because we're gonna have to talk about them regardless anyway. Cause we ain't
gonna do the show today.
You two don't like the N-word, you know that, right?
I didn't say the N-word.
Okay.
I said, damn, if you didn't want to do the show today.
Okay, I thought you said the N-word. Go ahead.
I don't even know I don't even use the N-word.
Please.
Nice guy. I'll let you pick. It's your bowl. 7.
One.
Is it easy for you to forgive? Do you want to start off or you want me to start off?
You can start off. I know.
So, is it easy for me to forgive? No. I hold grudges. Something I'm working on. Something I'm dealing with. I think it all depends on what was done in order for me to forgive a person. I feel like, sometimes when things happen between you and a person and, maybe y'all not seeing eye to eye, having differences and everything, or even just argument, disagreement and everything. It's just like sometimes words are said, actions are done, and sometimes people may go to the extreme. And I feel like when you do certain things, when you're having that disagreement or argument, you have to really pay attention to what you're doing or whatever, because sometimes a person gonna make you stand on that. You can't always do something and think about it and be like, well, I'll apologize, because sometimes you can't apologize for certain things you say, certain things you do, and how you act and go about certain things. I'm learning as I get older, not to even, raise my voice, argue with a person. Why you rolling your eye?
No, I'm thinking about what you said.
I thought you said not the. Now you got me laughing. I was trying to be serious, but because arguing and raising your voice is not. A lot of times it's not necessary over something that's trivial. I'm trying to think. Me recently, I had a situation or whatever, and it's just like me and a person wasn't agreeing on something, and they did something where they made a decision, and it's just like now you got to stand on that decision. So, and I don't really think that I could forgive that person and just let bygones be bygones, because the way they went about doing it was unnecessary. So that's all I have to say for that, buddy.
Is it easy for me to forgive? Yes, and that's the problem. I have forgiven a lot of people that have and I'm about to start naming all of y'all. I got a list. And I'm just no, I'm joking. But yeah, I think it's easy for me to forgive, but I'm starting to realize that's a problem. Like, it's easy for me to forgive. I don't think I should hold animosity and hold. I feel like I need to have a balance.
Why not? Why you feel like you can't hold animosity?
Because it affects me more than it affects them. Because half the time that you're not forgiving and you're not allowing stuff to let go, and you're not allowing stuff to go, it's affecting you. It's actually affecting you. It's affecting you. It's in your head. It's messing with your thoughts. It's messing with your day. You probably not seeing it, but it does bother you, because forgiving is more about them. You know what I'm saying? It's more about you. You know what I'm saying? Than it is about them. So forgiving is to actually free you. of what happened. Now, what I'm saying is forgiving. I don't mean that I forgive to. What I mean is I allow people back in, and I'm to the point right now. It's kind of like if you'd have messed up, like I'm not really fooling with people no more.
Yeah, but I mean, like but I'm trying to figure out like how is it like if you know that they did something wrong and they're wrong, then like I mean like
what I'm saying
forgiving them
you could forgive and not fool with them no more. You can forgive people and not fool with them no more.
Yeah.
Cause I mean I done been to the point where like like I see people that I like certain people that I don't really do, and I feel like man. I'm too old to be like having these little fallouts with people. Like that stuff be corny. Like man, where it be like, I don't know. It just be like people be on. I feel like people are not, especially like a lot of people like that. Even that you do business with, people that you do like, people are so emotionally immature because everything is based on their dang on feelings, and it's not like even when you're doing business with people, it's like everything is based on their feelings. And it's like, and it's annoying.
So, I mean, do you think that people are, when it comes to business and they're dealing with their emotions, is it because they haven't, I don't want to say have a business sense, but they haven't had that, because, people that's been doing business for a long time, they get kind of desensitized. I don't want to say desensitized, but they kind of learn how to put their emotions aside. So do you think it's more, should they have more experience in doing business and then it wouldn't be so emotional, or is just that's that person?
I feel like a lot of times it's just people and people dealing with their dang on trauma and they just like, it's just, I don't know, I just be like, sometimes I just be feeling like I'm just good, like dealing with people and then be like people just, And people would allow things that don't affect them to rest on them. You know what I'm saying? And they would not like you based on bullshit. Like somebody, they feel like somebody feel like you shouldn't like this person based on nonsense, and then they jump in. Because I feel like everybody is just too. What's the word I'm looking for? Everybody is too impressionable. Like people are too impressionable. Like if somebody came to me tomorrow and be like, I saw you do the show with Eric, and I feel like you shouldn't do the show with Eric, and I feel like if somebody came and told me that tomorrow, I'd be like, man, go like I would be like, okay, you say what you want to say. I would never tell you because if it's something, I feel like if it's something, unless it's somebody that I see you talk to all the time. Yeah. But if it's somebody you don't talk to, I feel like that stuff doesn't. It's not gonna. That stuff is just only gonna make you feel some type of way. So I feel like it's not gonna affect you in a good way. It's not something. Everything is not for everybody to know. But I know you enough to be like that's nonsense. But there are other people would hear that and the first thing in their brain is, oh, why is this person telling me this? Like they haven't had the experience with you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like they haven't had the experience with you. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people are not emotionally mature and they are very impressionable off bull crap. Yeah. And I feel like I deal with a lot of that and I don't know. When I deal with that, sometimes I just feel like I just have to go out of town or something. Go back to
So with this, like when somebody do something to you and you ask yourself, is it easy to forgive them, or you thinking about forgiving them? Do you feel like you have to verbally tell them that you forgive them, or is it something that you could just do within yourself? Like
it's within you when how you feel. Because like sometimes you don't have to talk to somebody.
Yeah, because like I there's been times where you'll fall out with somebody, and I'll tell you how I'll respond. It's like you fall out with somebody and like, oh well, I wish you well. And I tell them like I don't want your well wishes. Because I don't need your well wishes because you're not wishing me well. It's just something that people say and I think it's stuff that people say just to antagonize people. Because if me and you just had an argument, we just fell out. You're not wishing me well.
I don't have people like call me to apologize, and I tell them like, yeah, I forgive you. But moving forward, we ain't really got to deal with each other. And then they end up cussing me completely out. What they say? They was like, and I was on the phone like quiet, like
See, I just hung up. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I hung up after I let them because they crazy. So I was like,
yeah,
I was like, you ain't about to come shoot me. but I just was like on the phone, like, yeah, I'm just gonna let them just talk, and then they go hang up eventually. Cause this person's a little off centered right now, but cuss me out completely.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yo, because I don't feel like I have to win this shouting match with you. Because first of all, I'm too old. You know what I'm saying? And it just doesn't make sense. And it's kind of like when it's like you shouldn't be falling out. Like a lot of people like be falling out a lot. I be seeing like black people, but like doing certain things together. Like they be falling out because everything be so emotional. And they be like, you know,
and I think there's a lot of pride that goes into it too. Not just emotion. It's a lot of pride. You know, a lot of people don't know how to, you know, deal with their emotions. So
because they're emotionally immature.
Yeah. But I mean, a lot of people. I mean, even they can know that they did wrong, and it's kind of hard for them to even say sorry.
I know people that be like they're wrong to everybody, and they be like they'll fight because that's that narcissism. That's that narcissism where they feel like they try to find. Or some people, you could be a narcissist, you could be a sociopath, you could be like you don't want to deal with a psychopath. Because they'll kill you and justify why they did it. You know what I'm saying?
And blame you for it.
And blame you because you were just like, you were the worst person and you deserve to die.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, a lot of times too, we deal with people's mental health. Like, get your mental health checked, for real. Get your mental health.
Yeah, but there's also people out there that you know what? I don't. Never mind. It's just like I don't want to talk about people's journeys with therapists, but it's some people that I see that say they go to therapy and like they still act the same way. Yeah. So I'm just like, can I please have the name of your therapist? I won't go to that therapist.
Well, my therapist told me
it's not working.
My therapist told me the other day that it's not me, it's them. So it's everybody's fault.
What's your therapist's name? So I know nothing.
My therapist's name is well, it's me. I'm joking. But yeah, some people therapists is their self though. They look at their self and be like, this is how I'm gonna deal with life. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't. A lot of times, black people don't feel like we need therapy anyway.
Yeah. So now let me ask you a question. So kind of reverse this. So do you feel like let's see how I'm gonna put this. So trying to think, like, is it easy to? I'm trying to get my thoughts in order, man. I'm scatterbrained. I read a lot.
Please.
So, do you feel like people? Is it easier for people to forgive you for what you've done? I mean, do you feel like people? I don't know.
Do I feel like it's easier for people to forgive me for things I've done opposed to me for forgiving them?
Yeah. Do you feel like that you're a person that will actually listen to and be receptive to what that person says?
I am a person that would, and I feel like a lot of times that have like shortchanged me, like listening to people, and because they end up doing the same thing. I mean, I don't let people back in that was like, and we had a situation, and they come back and it's like they trying to finish the job. Like people come back like trying to finish. That's why I started off saying like. It's easy for me to forgive people, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I need to just forgive people and move on my own dang on way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I ain't trying to like hype myself or make it seem like I'm like this best person, because we all fall short and we all mess up. But I don't really do a lot to where people got to forgive me.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna keep it real. Like, I'm not out here causing them. I'm not manipulative. I'm not like causing nobody no problems. I ain't doing nothing behind nobody's back. So it's kind of like the whole like idea of like people need to forgive me. I just feel like I'm not saying I'm a saint, but I'm just feeling like I don't have to deal with that because I'm not that person.
And I can attest to that too. And I'm not just saying this because we doing the show together or whatever. And it's kind of weird too. Like for me to be this age, because people that know me know I don't take to new people. Like I have a hard time trusting people. I have a hard time like just even talking and meet new people or whatever. And it's just like ever since I've known you, you've never shown me anything that I could just be like, well, I gotta watch out for him or whatever. So I can attest to that.
Yeah. You the same. I have never saw, because we wouldn't be doing the show together.
Yeah, exactly.
Where I saw like, if we have a disagreement, it'd be something simple, like you'd be like, something like no, because you'd be like. You'll get mad at one thing, and you mad at everything else. You get mad at what? And I call him like, look, dude.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He told me that the other day. He's like, man, when you get mad and stuff, he's like, it is not enjoyable talking.
No, it's not, because it's like it be like it turned into it, and that's why I got an F on that test in 6th grade. Like this ain't even like got nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? When he get mad, or you see something, one thing messed up, you be like, yep, and everything else gonna mess up too. I'm like, dude, that has nothing to do with that. Yeah, so that's probably the only thing that. But as far as like this dude trying to get over, trying to like, nah.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, what I was about to use. But one thing I have, because back to something that you said or whatever, when you said you're not a saint. I understand we all have faults, and like I had a fallout with a person or whatever, and we had a disagreement, and this person was pointing out my faults. Like, this is what you do. And I asked him, I said, let me ask you a question. And it was like, what? I said, have I pointed out anything that you have done wrong, any of your faults? Mm-hmm. They got quiet. And it was like, no. And I was like, exactly. I said, just like I have faults, I realize I have faults. You have faults too. Mm-hmm. But see, the difference between me and you in this situation is I don't bring up your faults. Mm-hmm. Even though you have faults, I keep them to myself.
And what she said after that?
There was no C.
Oh, okay. Yes, it was. she watching the show. She watching.
No, it wasn't no C.
Okay, right.
We keeping it anonymous. Yeah. But I mean, that's one thing I've learned, because like I'll be the first person to tell you I have faults. I'm messed up. I'm not the best person. Part of the reason why we don't do relationship stuff on here or whatever, because I'm not giving nobody no relationship advice, because I'm not.
Yeah, it's kind of like where you find. Yeah, people.
And plus, you got other pages you can watch.
Yeah, other pages that you can watch where people would give you like the worst relationship advice, but you don't follow it because people are very impressionable, and people they like to be gaslighted, and people like to be because we have this worship gene inside of us where we like to worship things, and we like to feel like we belong to something. So it's kind of like with that. I'm not about to steer nobody in no bad direction, no wrong direction, but that's pretty much how I feel about forgiveness. Yeah, so forgiveness sucks.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm working on it, because I hold grudges. It don't matter who it is. Like, it's so crazy because I treat my mother and father, family, the same as like somebody else. When they come to my family, they don't get no. A lot of people, they'll give their family passes or whatever. Hey, everybody get treated the same way when it comes to me, man. I don't get no passes.
When it come to me, I treat my parents like royalty, because they are the ones that put me on this earth, and I know like if I need something, they'll be there for me, and if they need something, I'm gonna be there for them. We was talking about that when my father had bypass surgery that year, and we was talking, my niece was like, I didn't know that. Like, I paid for everybody's Christmas, her Christmas, my mama Christmas, and my daddy Christmas that year. And my niece was like, I didn't know you did that. Yeah, I bought him a refrigerator, because it's like,
so my parents use a black Santa Claus.
I had no choice. My father wasn't like making no money that year.
That's dope,
and it was like, but my parents have done so much in life for me, and they still will. And like, those have been my best friends and my realest people I know. You know what I'm saying? But that's not everybody's experience. So I can't tell everybody like, you need to be like, because that's your parents. No, we got parents that's abusing their kids. Yeah. So you can't really.
I love and respect my parents, but the way I was brought up, like, I was kind of like, hey, you got to go out here and get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my dad, I remember it was a point where I didn't have no car. And my dad had 4 cars sitting in the driveway. My dad would not let me drive one of his cars. He was like, hey, you got to get you a car. Yeah. I mean, something that,
I mean, because all you wanted the car to do is go sell drugs.
I was going to work, so I guess if I was...
Well, I guess that's a job, too. But
so... And that's one thing, like, I love my father, but, hey, still haven't forgave him for that, because I look at it like, man, I'm your son... And I understand you trying to teach me responsibility, but come on, man. Like, and like, I have friends and stuff that used to look at me like, man, how your dad got 4 or 5 cars in the driveway? You can't drive one. And I'm like,
that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm baffled myself.
You heard something crazy?
What?
My first car that I had, my dad bought me that car, and I totaled it, drinking and driving. But
I had to pay for my first car.
Yeah, so it's kind of like,
and my insurance.
I almost paid with my life for my first car. But yeah, so that's pretty much all we got for the show today.
So I mean, y'all got the topic or whatever. We need you guys to be a little bit more involved or whatever. So leave some stuff in the comments.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Let us know. Is it easy for you to forgive?
Yes, like, share, and subscribe.
Not me.
Yeah, and this is Thought OPPS. I am still Biz.
I am EJ Briz.
And we had a lovely time dealing with you people today. Big T.
Why do you keep talking about that dude's T?